How's it going, my G?
Good.
Good to have you on the podcast.
Glad to be here, man.
Before we start, I want to ask you one thing. Did you watch the Gashao episode?
Yes, I did.
So, I'm going to read you a comment from the YouTube video. Now, you tell me who you think this is. Basically, the comment goes, this is a discussion littered with conjecture. PippenJay and Fit Alfie are both not on steroids. You have access to both, Sajid. Ask them, they will inform you. Our gym has professional athletes, including boxers. Don't associate us with PADs at any level.
Yeah, I think I know who that is.
You know who that is?
I know who that
What is Tulia, but tell him to come on the gym.
Yeah.
It's a compliment, by the way, because when we were looking at the bodybuilders in Kenya, you guys were amongst the top 10 physiques we picked. So whether you're natural or not, I think it just means that people admire you.
Yeah.
It's like that Superman look, right?
Yeah.
But what do you think? What do you think about that?
Yeah, just like you've said it, I'll take it as a compliment. I get that a lot though. Yeah.
Do you get the steroids accusations like every other day?
Yes, I do.
Will you ever go on steroids, or is that something you want to do?
I haven't decided yet, to be honest. It will depend on the path my career takes.
Yeah.
I'll decide in the next 2-3 years. I'll have known for sure
whether you want to go professionally, like, because
yeah.
from what was made clear to me is that when you compete in bodybuilding, especially at an international level, a lot of these shows people are, they're not 100% natural. So you have to sort of, if you want to have an even playing field with them, you need to juice up. Or are there federations that do tests?
Yes, although I'm a pro bodybuilder.
Yes.
With the IFBB.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
We'll talk about that.
IFBB Elite Pro.
Okay, we'll have to talk about that.
Yeah.
So, maybe before stepping forward, let's start all the way back. Jay, where is Jay from? How did bodybuilding come into the picture? Tell me about the early days.
I was born in Kisumu, born and raised in Kisumu.
Really?
Yeah. How I got into bodybuilding, it's a long journey. But growing up, of course, as a kid, where I grew up, it's an estate called Nyalenda Railways in Kisumu. And back then, bodybuilding was common.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
it was?
Yeah, it was.
Okay,
not professionally, people competing or anything, but almost every household there had to be someone. Kulikuwa na mzito tu kwa kila nyumba. People used to lift a lot, and then we had weights everywhere. Like not the modern weights, but zile za kitambo, of course.
Right.
Concrete.
Like hood gym type.
Yeah. Zile zimemekiwa tu na cement, jerrycan imekatwa.
Really?
Yeah, we had those everywhere, almost everywhere. Every home you went to. Let me say 2 out of 5.
So we need to visit Kisumu. Kim, masikia?
Yeah, Kisumu kuna wazito. Sana. Also back then.
Kaka ni genetics hata, eh?
Yeah,
hata diet. Yeah. So omena is like high protein, sindio?
See. Labda samaki.
So okay, so you've grown up in an environment where bodybuilding was very prevalent.
Yeah.
If you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
I'm 31 now. I'm 31.
So Basi, you're 93.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we were born in the same 90s kids, right? So that time, again, within Nairobi, surprisingly, when I was growing up, gyms were like a rarity, someone had a gym membership thing. I think there was like Racing Sport in Westie somewhere. It was just like an exclusive thing. You couldn't have access to weights as much as possible. I think there was also Nadiano Fitness, which was before Prime Apartments gym on Rafter Road.
No.
There was a gym over there, but even then, like, you would go and the memberships were quite high.
Yeah.
So access to the gym didn't come to me till like maybe uni.
Yeah.
So you're saying, Yanni, when you were in primary, secondary school, there were wazitos everywhere.
Yeah, there were wazitos everywhere. Though I was, at that time, I still was not interested in fitness at all.
Okay.
Yeah. In fact, I used to look at those guys and I'd wonder, like, sana do nini? What's all this about? So I never thought I'd like really get into it.
That's interesting. So then what got you to then go into it? Like, because now you obviously you're doing it professionally. Was it like watching Pumping Iron for the first time, Arnold Schwarzenegger? Was it maybe some Jama you knew?
Yeah. My
Was
inspiration
it women?
came from...
Was it women that made you lift
See-
those weights?
See, nah. Mine was... I used to play basketball a lot. I really loved basketball. I thought I'd go pro, actually.
Genetics again, tena. 6'2", bro. Sisi waindi hapo 5'10".
Kuna waindi wameshona. By the way, hii ni excuse. Hii kutajataja waindi. Because if you look at inaitwa IHFF, India, I wouldn't compete in India. If someone told me to choose, no, it's competitive as hell.
Yeah, but bro, India also like, yani, it's a completely different level, eh?
Yeah,
like I've seen it,
Punjab.
Yeah, Punjab guys.
Yeah, those guys are
Genetics as well,
crazy
really good.
bodybuilders. Yeah.
So yani, okay, take me back to Kisumu then, Sasa. What was that first day you picked up a weight?
I picked up a weight first. I think I was 19, like a proper weight. Though I was saying my inspiration to start training came from seeing Dwight Howard, because I used to play basketball and I really liked him. And I could see he had huge shoulders. It looked really good. So that's one of the things that drove me towards it. Although I think the bigger part of it was mostly watching my big brothers, because I have 2 big bros.
Okay.
Yeah, watching them lift. Because home tulikuwa na hizo weights nakwambia.
As well there,
Na bench. Although bench ya mbao, unachukua pillow unaweka hapo juu. So we had that at home hapo nyuma kwa backyard, we had that. I told you every other home had it. So pia si tulikuwa nao. Tulikuwa tuna weight yani kila mahali.
That's actually
Though you hata ni weight, you don't know how much it is.
Yeah, you just lift it.
2 weights, yeah.
Yani, these are makeshift. It's like quite popular. So yani, that was through schools, and your brothers were they? Did they pursue bodybuilding like you did?
No.
Okay,
they play. One played rugby, the other basketball.
Okay,
so that's all.
So then, how did you then get into professional bodybuilding?
Into professional bodybuilding, I've always mentioned there's a guy called Tony Waweru.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mention him a lot. I always give him credit because I drew a lot of inspiration from him. Back in Campo, I was in Moi Uni. So I think maybe 2nd year or 3rd year.
So that's now when you'd come.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was in LD. I went to school
Moi
in Eldoret.
Uni is in
Moi
LD?
Uni, yeah, the main campus.
Okay.
So I played basketball for a while. I think I picked a knee injury. And then the school team, watu nilikuwa nimezoea, they also left. So I lost interest. Now I started spending a lot of time at the gym. Sasa ile ukweli. Training.
This was within the university campus?
Yeah.
How was the gym there?
Shit. Oh.
Don't worry. Like, it was basic.
Yeah, not even basic, below basic.
Really?
Yeah. The floor was dusty. We didn't have enough weights. It was just plates. This is a rally. Then it was packed. It used to be packed. So mna train kwa line. You have to lift whatever. Let's say if it's bench press, you have to be able to lift what these guys are lifting to join them. Ilikuwa hivyo. Yeah, so I think I got so consistent there. I started seeing changes in my physique. Then one day I saw Tony's photo. Ametoka compete South Africa. A friend of mine, some guy I used to train with back then, alinionyesha. Na tulikuwa kwa club actually, nakumbuka. Akanishow. Then I was like, kumbe kitu yani, someone can really do this thing, like for real. Like a career or something. Fast forward, I never mentioned to the guy that I wanted to compete or anything.
Right.
I'm getting into a psych or something. So fast forward, I think a year later, maybe it's 2015. I was still in LD, still in school. But I think nilikuwa long holiday. Nika travel, I came to Nairobi, did my first show, 2015 year, Mr. Kenya Physique.
Really?
Yeah, first show.
So let's backtrack. Yani, did you prepare? How did you prepare for that? Did you know about nutrition, about training?
Nothing.
What was your training?
Nothing. One thing, I used to research a lot. And then I also used to ask a lot of questions. Because there are guys who had already been doing it. There is one, I remember, I have screenshots. I DM'd Farah Ismail.
Really? The lady who does, yes.
Because she was, at your time, she was big. She was doing Musclemania shows. So in the end, nilimdm kwanza, sent her pics of my physique. alinipea psych, told me I'm good, I can do this. Yeah. There's a guy, the late, rest in peace, Zablon or Siemo.
Yeah, I remember Zablon.
Yeah,
A lot of people used to compliment him.
Yeah, played a big part. Tony Waweru na Leon Weche.
Tony Waweru trained Farah.
I think they used to train together or something.
Yes. I remember meeting Tony in some gym uko Kileleshwa site.
Yeah, that's him.
Yes. So I know Tony.
That's
Tony.
Tony.
Yes.
That's
Is he still doing it professionally?
No, he doesn't compete anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then how did you get in touch with Tony? Did you message him on Instagram?
Online too. It was online, yeah.
Online,
everything was online. I just kept asking on and because I told me, it guide me, tell me do this. Then I'd also research, CG's cab cycling, all those things I didn't know. In fact, my first show was crazy. The peak week, I didn't have enough knowledge. I don't know who guided me. I don't know if it was Lee, but I remember I almost messed it up because your wiki ya mwisho, we usually manipulate water, carbs, sodium.
And we'll talk about that in detail.
So I remember I was so dehydrated because nilikuwa nimeanza kukat maji mapema. I'm competing on Saturday and I think I started dropping my water, I think a week before. Yeah, so vitu kama hizo. But fast forward, I came, I did the show, I finished 7th. Yeah.
Which is not bad.
Yeah, it was not bad, but the judging criteria, ilinitoa psych. Because if you see the guys who placed before me, most of them didn't even have the right attire. So men's physique, the division, kuna hiyo criteria. They didn't have board shorts, wengine walikuwa wamevaa boxers. Yeah, but they finished before. The posing, we were being told to do front double biceps. So hizo mimi nimeresearch posing ya men's physique.
So how's your training yani in uni? Maybe before that first competition, right? Mm-hmm. What was your routine like and classes? How did you manage that?
Yeah, I was so committed. Looking back, now I can see. I remember I used to wake up so early. Maybe 5. Go hit a session. Because I train, the closer while you're on prep, contest prep, it gets to a point you have to train twice a day. So I remember I used to do that. Kuna time nilikuwa naamka, go for a morning run. Because then hakuna stairmaster, treadmill, none of that. So ilikuwa kukimbia. Unajua huko ni LD.
Yes.
Cases. I'd wake up, do like 8 kilometers. There's a time I did a prep with Maurice Amisi. He's also a good guy, physique. We used to compete together. So your time tulikuwa tunaamka, you wake up, run, come back, try and get back to the classes. Vitu kama hizo. Nakumbuka I missed a lot of cuts, man.
But then, so what were you studying in uni then at that time?
I did linguistics, media, and communication.
Okay, so completely different from the career you're on right now.
Yeah.
Okay, and then your training split, was it push-pull legs? Was it upper lower? Was it
bro split, bro, chest, leo, yani.
So if you reflect back on that competition, what were some of the things, if you could go back, you'd say you'd change?
For that show?
Yeah.
I think same thing I would change if you ask me about the last show I did, which was a couple of months ago, the one in Barbados. Aggression. I think I wasn't aggressive enough on stage.
And that plays a big difference.
Yeah, it plays a big difference, especially on these big stages. You can't be too comfortable thinking you're too good. Because I think that's a mistake I made for this last show. Because I was on, bro. Your show, I don't think, to be honest, nah. No one was beating me.
So stage presence, yani, plays a huge difference, right?
Like, you're aggressive, like, I'm here.
Yeah.
They need to know I'm here.
So we'll talk about competing and the mental aspect that goes into it. But tell me now, Sasa, after uni, you've had your first competition. How were you feeling after placing 7th?
After placing 7th, I told myself I'm not competing again.
So you were demotivated?
Yeah, bye. I told myself,
it's not for me.
Nah.
So then what happened? You came back to Kisumu, you graduated?
Yeah. No. So even before I left, there's a guy, our organizers our show, there's a guy called Big Vic. I remember he talked to me after that show. Yeah, actually it's him who made me stick with this. After that show,
He told you.
yeah, aliniambia Z, don't keep up, blah blah blah. Isikutoe psych, nini. I was like, okay. Then funny enough, after that, I think there was a show 4 months after. Yeah, Muscle Mania Africa. Yeah, that's the show I did with Lee.
And where was that?
It was here in Nairobi.
Okay.
Yeah,
And you were still studying at that time?
I was still in school.
Lee competed that time?
Yeah,
Oh,
Lee competed.
Which year was this then?
2015, I think 2015, end of 2015.
Okay. So Yanni, then how did you do in that one?
I finished second.
Really?
I couldn't believe it. Just your show, when we got there during the weigh-in, I remember seeing guys like Kwanza Lee. And back then, bado alikuwa na dreadlocks. Bro, he was in shape. Alikuwa na mguu kubwa.
I've seen those pictures of you and insane.
In my head, I was like, obviously he's not doing men's physique. Then he did men's physique. We competed together. Finished second. Then from there,
how did Lee do in that
just kept
competition?
the wheel roll. I think maybe fourth, third.
So you chop at Lee?
Yeah.
Lee, Bana, you didn't tell me this.
Yeah.
Okay, that's that. And for your second show to place second.
Yeah, second.
So,
my second show, it was big.
So Yanni, what was the difference then between training and nutrition?
Between the two shows?
Yeah.
I think that the second show, the judging criteria, everything was just different.
Right.
Plus, I think I'd also gained a little more stage confidence.
Which again matters,
like
right?
A lot.
Okay.
Especially with men's physique, it's everything.
So then did you move to Nairobi after that?
After
what
that,
was your decision?
still went back. I used to come to Nairobi. I used to come to Nairobi just to visit my bro mostly. Yeah. But I was in between LD school and then Kisumu. School when I'm on holiday, I'm in Kisumu. Evo. Up until I finished maybe 2017.
Yeah.
So I came to Nairobi in 2018. Permanently.
So Yanni, ulikuja now to pursue a career in fitness? Or what
bro.
You just said you needed to come to Nairobi.
Yeah, I just came. No, I came to compete. No, I came to do Mr. Kenya 2018.
Okay.
Yeah, to defend the title because I won it in 2017.
Okay, so let's talk, because how many competitions have you done?
I've done a lot of shows, bro. Maybe 12, 15.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's quite a lot, eh?
It's a lot, yeah.
Like maybe that's like in a year you maybe even doing 2-3 shows.
Yeah. Back then when KBBF was active, we used to have a lot of shows. Like I was telling you before we started, I did a show in Kakamega. I've actually, mini Mr. Kakamega actually. Nikuna your title, but
really?
Tulikuwa na Mr. Kakamega, I think 2016 or something, yeah. I think that's one of the best shows I ever did. Based on the experience.
Yeah.
Because I remember prior to that show, I think the day before, I was still in school. Tulikutana na show ingine shule. Easy contest to the shule, Mr. Moi something, cultural. So I did that show, won, usiku. Of course, there's no cash prize. Tulipatiwa simu za Techno, something like that. Sold that phone. Sikuwa na do ya kuenda LD. Sold the phone. I think slept for like 2 hours. Nikaamuka mapema. No thrift ama ni hizo mashuttle tu za kwenda from LD now to Western. Kaenda Kakamega. Did that show. Won. I think went straight back to school.
Did you win anything?
Yeah, I did.
Mr. Kakamega.
Yeah, it's 10,000. Nilifurahi, bro. Nilikuwa 10K ama 15K.
That must have felt like you're on top of the world.
Yeah. But of course, trophy, man. Your trophy means a lot.
So Yanni, I mean, just I think one thing that's at play here is, as much as you were training like the bro split, I think also genetically the factor that you look the certain way that you do also maybe played into the physique aspect. Do you agree with that?
Yes and no.
I mean, I come from a point where, let's say, if we look at if we just look at your delts, your cuts, the way your obliques goes, the V taper you have, no matter how some guys get cut down to that level, they never had that shape.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the muscle mass that you've built, the V taper that you have is very specific and unique to you.
Yeah.
and that just looks like a cover model physics.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I get you.
I mean, so,
yeah.
yes, obviously not to say you haven't worked hard for it, you haven't pushed, but I think your genetics, bro, as well. You look a certain way, and that's very appealing towards the physique.
Structure, for men's physique, I would say yes.
Yes.
Also, height, such things
6'2"
play.
bana.
Yeah.
You know, this guy walks into a club with us, he'll get all the attention. Itakuwa shida. You know, when you're below 6 feet, ni shida. So now, I want to understand like the way you're training right now. If we can talk about your training routine, what's your current split like? How are you approaching the gym?
Yeah.
And let's look at it from Monday to Sunday. What are you doing Monday? What are you doing on Sunday? Training wise.
Right now, I'm on contest prep. I'm a few weeks out.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's completely. It's usually bodybuilding has two phases. There's the off-season phase, and then there's a pre-contest. So it's different. You handle both of them differently. So now, to answer you, now I'm training 7 times a week, 2 times a day.
Really?
Yeah.
And it's now basically, are you cutting? Are you?
Yeah, I'm cutting.
You're
I'm
cutting.
trying to get shredded, crazy. I'm trying to get to 4% body fat if I can.
So describe to me what you like. What's your typical day like? Let's.
Wake up 4:30. Try and get to the gym by 5.
Really?
Yeah, do my cardio and
cardio,
abs.
Cardio, what are you doing normally?
Just low intensity. I do the spin bike for 15 minutes, then I walk on the treadmill for 15 minutes.
Now, on the treadmill, are you putting it at incline?
Yeah, incline kabisa.
Full incline and then speed.
Full incline, then speed.
3-4 kilometers.
Yeah.
Okay,
around 3.
And then how long are you doing that for?
15 minutes.
Okay.
Because my boy, I cut quick.
Quick, yeah.
That's an advantage. That's
good.
That's one thing about my body. So I can't do too much cardio.
Okay. So then abs.
Then I do abs.
Yeah.
And pull-ups na lower back.
Okay. So are you eating anything before this, or is it empty stomach?
No, fasted.
Kabisa empty, yeah.
Fasted kabisa.
And you find that helps now get you in more of a deficit and cut shape to lose fat.
Yes, though of course kumekuwa na research saying
doesn't matter.
Fasted, it doesn't matter, but I still think it matters.
Yeah.
Also, just the headspace you're in.
Yeah.
Doing it that early in the morning, fasted, it's different.
There's an expression that says, a lion that's eaten cannot hunt. So usually when a lion is hungry, that's when it's ferocious. And
that's it.
If you think about that, if you have a full belly and you go to the gym, you're very sluggish.
Yeah.
But if you haven't eaten anything and you train, somehow, you're switched on, you're more focused, you're more mentally charged.
Yeah.
So okay, your morning is then you do your cardio. How long do you spend at the gym?
I try to make it less than an hour.
Okay, so in and out.
Yeah. Then I stay at the gym because I'm a personal trainer as well. Right. So I have to start training my clients then.
No wonder you're always in shape because it's always in the gym.
Yeah, man.
Si kama sisi tunakaa kwa desk.
Oh yeah.
Hi, good morning dear. Sijui nini. We're doing 10,000 steps with the fingers. Okay, so Yani, and you're at Ultra.
Yeah.
Okay. No wonder Maurice is defending you over here. I want to get Maurice on the podcast as well. Well, Maurice, ukiona hii utafika kwa podcast na Alfie, and then we'll take shots at everyone else. So Yani, okay. So you on your feet the whole day, bro?
Yeah. Oh my, I'm very active, bro.
So how many clients are you training per day?
At the moment, maybe 5, 6.
And it's like an hour session. So
yeah.
So okay, then now, when's your second session in the day?
My second session of the day is midday, around 12, 1. Let's say 12 afternoon.
And what are you training at that time?
Now I hit weights now, like proper training.
Okay.
Monday I train back. I start my week with pull.
Pull.
Yeah.
And so when you're doing pull now, okay, so you start your week with pull, and then you go push.
Push, yeah.
And then legs.
Then, no, sorry, I don't train. On Monday I train once. I only do cardio.
Okay.
So weights I start on Tuesday. I do pull. The way you said it, pull, push, then legs. Then I rest. But I do cardio still. Then Saturday, Sunday, I mix now back and chest.
Right.
Yeah, like that. then Saturday shoulder.
In terms of volume, like how many sets are you doing? A lot of sets, but like, let's say ukianza na back, how are you structuring it? Are you starting with building the thickness? Are you starting with building the length? So are you doing lats, like lat pull down, then you go to rows? How is the structure, and like how many sets are you doing?
So for back, I mix it up. I do one free weight exercise, one machine exercise, then free weight exercise. So probably lats, of course. I work out that can stretch my lats really well for start. Then I draw. For sets, my sets are standard, pretty low, 3-4 working sets.
3-4 working sets.
Let's say three working sets standard. But intensity.
So when you say intense, are you optimizing the rep ranges? Are you doing low reps, heavy weights? So are you doing 4 to 6, 8 to 10, maybe 10 to 15, or is it a mix?
Bro, it's heavy and with the reps. As many reps as I can. If I can do 8 reps for a set, if it's the top set, good. If I can do 6, But right now on contest prep, I'm not really focused on training too heavy. I'm not too focused on the load.
Okay.
Something I can do to 3 reps now.
Do you do deadlifts?
Yeah, I do. Scissors are PR. It's 1 rep maximum.
No, you don't do that.
Not those ones.
Yeah, but that thing is dangerous as well. So if I were to tell you, I'll ask you that question after. So then for chest as well, are you also, it's the same concept, right?
Same concept.
And is this the same training principles you apply throughout?
Same training principles. Constant intensity.
So Yanni, what do you feel about those guys like Yanni every 12 weeks want to rotate to a new training program?
I think that's one of the mistakes people make a lot. You see lazima, I think you can switch it up, but it's not so necessary. The basics always win.
So if something works, if something's is not broken, don't fix it.
Especially if it's working. If it's something if it's working really well for you, I don't see the need of changing it.
So you basically at the gym training weights 6 times, and then with cardio, especially doing the same thing. So it's 7 times a week you're there.
Right now.
Now that's during contest prep, right?
Yeah.
Does your weight training change as you get closer to show day? Or does your cardio change as you get closer to show day?
Cardio change. I cut it off the closer I keep lowering it the closer I get to the show. For weights, it's intensity all the way.
Okay.
Up to until maybe peak week. Peak week is when it's now different. You don't have to. I don't train as intense. Peak week is now volume for me now.
So if you could explain to me what peak week is actually.
Peak week is the competition week. It's where you peak. It's where you're supposed to do some magic and just
so you look a certain way, your muscles are full. And does that mean manipulating your food intake, you're reducing water intake?
Your carbs mostly, well. The macros you play with mostly, carbs,
okay.
Carbs, water intake, sodium manipulation, salt.
So then what would you recommend? Like for example, now you look at me, right? I want to lose maybe 20 kilos by a certain date. What I noticed is, and I've been told a lot of people, the mistake they make is they come and they do everything on day one. So if you were to approach a client that wants to lose fat and build muscle, let's focus on losing fat, how would you tell them to approach it?
We'll just have to mindset first. That plays a big role. Especially if it's the way you said it, if it's body recomposition, you have to be really patient with it. It's a slow process.
Slow, bro. It takes so much time. So mindset is definitely the main thing.
Mindset is at the top. If you get that right, it'll be simple.
Sasa, how do we get mindset? Tuna soma Tony Robbins, sijui tuna
scare David Goggins.
Because you can understand like some guy that works a corporate job from like 8 to 8. Like they're mentally exhausted and then coming to the gym, right? What would you recommend to someone like that?
It's a lot. I'd recommend you can always do something. I think that's what I try and tell. Mr. Mike. You can always do something. If it's on days you can't make it to the gym, you can stretch at home. You can try and keep your steps high.
Just keep active.
Yeah, stay active. You can watch your diet for that
But you don't.
day.
You track steps.
It's more than 15K.
Yeah, for
That's
sure,
all I know.
And it's
A day.
Yeah. How many steps have you
I
done
move
today,
a
Kim?
lot.
You see, now, I bet it's like maybe actually you walk around quite a lot, right? So maybe, but so with training, what I was told is, from a fat loss perspective, think about it as a rope, right? And the rope that you have is all the things you can do to pull away the fat. And if you use all that rope on your first week of training or your first month of training, you're not left with anything. What that means by it is your body adapts to different mechanisms. So let's say, as a stable, we establish that we'll weight train 5 times a week or 6 times, push-pull legs, right? And then we manipulate cardio and then nutrition as well. So for example, week 1 tunaanza na 500 calories less.
Yeah.
And then if we stop losing weight, tuko na option. Do we eat less or increase cardio? You know? So it's a balancing act of that. So do you do that initially? Like let's say ukianza week 1 prep, maybe you're doing cardio once a week, and then if you don't lose fat, you ongeza cardio.
Yeah.
To 2 sessions.
Yeah.
Then to 3.
Yeah.
So is that how you approach it?
That's how I approach it.
Okay.
Yeah, because prep, I do my prep for about, let's say, 16 weeks.
So it's like 4 months.
Yeah.
It's a long prep.
Yeah. But I don't just pull the rope once, the way you say it.
Yes.
Ni pole pole.
Pole pole.
Yeah, I can start by clearing out some things. Seme sasa from hapa, hakuna soda, there's nothing. Hivyo tu pole pole.
Yes.
With each week, let's say the first 2-3 weeks, ni cleaning up my diet.
Yes.
Yeah, then the closer I get, let's say from 8, when I get to 8-10 weeks out,
Now fine tune everything.
I shift gear to pole pole all the way. Start now, you introduce cardio, start dropping your carbs, lowering your fat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then off season, your training, is it still the same?
No.
So what's the difference in off season?
In off season, because I'm an ectomorph.
Yeah.
I'm a skinny guy.
Skinny guy.
Really skinny. Yeah.
So it's hard to put on muscle for you.
Really hard.
Okay.
So during off season, I prioritize rest a lot. I train 3-4 times a week. Let's say 4, not more than 4 times a week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Long durations, high, I'm assuming, okay, that must mean for recovery as well.
But yeah.
Very intense workouts, long rest periods, more muscle building focus and strength building.
Heavy lifting, yeah.
Okay, so and if you're training 3 to 4 times a week, how are you structuring it? Like, what's day 1 look like? What's day 2? Day
It's
3?
now PPL. It's push.
Push-pull legs.
Yeah.
But yeah, just 4 times.
Yeah.
Okay. So it must be very intense then.
It's intense. It's quite intense.
A lot more volume? Because you're only training 4 times?
Yeah, a lot more volume. Like
Okay.
more sets, things like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's touch base on nutrition, because I think that's a challenge for most people. Obviously, the way you approach nutrition during prep is very different from off-season. So during prep, how do you start? Like, are you measuring macros? Do you track everything from day 1? Is it like a balance?
First, I don't pay so much attention to my calories.
Really?
I'm not a calories.
Even
guy.
right now, bro?
No.
Wait, you need genetics.
See.
You need
Okay,
genetics,
like
bro.
I know the range. Like in the macros, bro.
You don't use MyFitnessPal or anything?
No. But macros, I weigh each meal.
Bro, if I could have a power, it would be to take people to go to Kisumu and take those genetics.
No.
Imagine me with Kisumu genetics. Ningekuwa hatari sana, bro. Hey, seriously, one time.
Tunajua, the thing about calories, if you get too obsessed with it, most people don't use that idea the right way. Because now you know, okay, I'm supposed to be in a deficit. I'm supposed to eat 1,800 calories. You're tracking it on your FitnessPal. All you're caring about is your calories. You don't even care where they're from. Whether it's from foods that are
Processed.
yeah, ultra processed, they're not nutrient dense. These are jalishi. We're bora ni 1,800. So wherever you get it from, that's it. I think that's the reason I don't pay that much. Yeah.
So
Though
then-
I know when I'm starting, I know.
So Yani, okay, are you eating food, like are you eating the same food then every day?
Same foods, basically, yeah. Almost the same meals
So or during prep,
during prep.
so week 1, describe to me what you're eating from morning to
Morning to evening.
Yeah.
I switched, let's say not sweet, Irish potatoes. Sasa napima. When I start, that's why I'm saying
Irish potato.
waru.
Waru.
Waru tu ya singwasha, si sweet potato.
Yes.
Na mayai for meal 1.
Okay.
Asubuhi like 6:30.
And how many eggs are you taking?
4, 5.
Okay.
Yeah. Then meal 2.
That's immediately now after cardio.
Yeah. But tumesema week 1, your time but sijaanza.
Yeah, week 1.
Sijaanza cardio and all that.
Okay.
Then meal 2 itakuwa around 10.
Okay.
Rice, mincemeat, peas.
Now una measure
yeah.
That week you measure.
All through.
Okay, so
I pay attention to my macros. These are protein.
That's what I meant by tracking my fitness pal. It's like una measure, like you use a weighing scale to measure and then input.
I don't do the input bit, but I measure them.
Like so yani so ukona set numbers with.
Yeah.
So okay, that's what I was asking. So week 1, what are your macros?
Protein is around 200 grams.
Okay.
Evo. Carbs are usually high. It's around 300.
That's quite high. Yeah.
So I keep na carbs too, Evo. Pole too.
Then I'm assuming fat you're doing 60, 70.
Fat around there, yeah.
Okay.
That's usually the smaller percentage.
Okay. And so yani, when you measure, you can tell how much you need, right? You don't like, and how do you, so yani week 1 ukianza, you know the food equates to this amount.
Yeah.
Okay.
The record, nikona hizo records, like I know. Let's say from the previous prep.
So ukona diary, huh?
I can tell. Notes.
Bro, you share those notes with me. I do some cheating as well.
Tuma kitu.
So okay, then so yani so you have then the next meal is rice, mincemeat.
Hiyo ni pre-workout.
And
how
many grams mincemeat are you?
But 200, about measure 200 grams.
Okay.
180, 200 grams.
So that's how long before your workout?
Like an hour.
Okay.
Yeah. So journey meal light.
Yeah.
It's broken down fast.
Yeah. And then post-workout?
Then post-workout, ni shake.
Yes.
Whey.
Gasha was saying whey protein is dog shit.
Hakuna chana na
whey protein, I mean,
whey protein has been proven all this time, yani.
To get your protein.
It's good, yeah. Okay. If you use it there, of course, to supplement.
Yes. Okay, so you have then post-workout whey protein. What else?
Eat on a mix, oats,
just something quick absorbing.
Yeah.
Okay, and do you have it immediately after your workout?
Yeah, not longer than an hour. Your anabolic window.
Okay. Yeah. And then after that?
Then after that, probably rice again, but now with chicken. Then the last meal, the carbs go lower, even too.
Okay.
Still chicken.
So it's a high protein, high fat, and low carbs.
Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting.
High protein. Protein is everything when you're trying to build muscle.
And protein, do you rotate sources? Are you having chicken? Are you having beef? Are you having fish?
Chicken, beef, fish, mostly at the end, towards the end of the prep.
Why do bodybuilders eat a lot of fish towards the end? Is it because it's dry? Or it retains?
Yeah, so it makes your skin tight, something like that.
Yeah, I don't like fish, bro.
Neither do I, bro.
Yeah, that taste of fish. Kim, you like fish?
Neither do I.
Unapenda samaki?
No.
Hata sipendi. Yani kuku is my jam, bro.
Neither do I. I don't like fish. Alafu unajua food ya prep, you also don't make it. It's not fancy or anything. The food is plain.
Maybe that's what I wanted to ask you. Do you have salt?
Oh yeah.
Salt ni sawa.
Salt ni muhimu, yeah.
Lazima.
Lazima.
So spices and all, you okay with that? No. Spices.
Very specific, and I cut them down the closer I get to the show.
Okay, so week 1 now you're doing about 300 grams of carbs, 200 grams of protein, and about 50-60 grams of fat. Now talk to me about 2 weeks before the competition.
2 weeks before the show.
What are your protein? What are your carbs? And what are your fat?
2 weeks before the show, because I'm ready for the show. Like I can even compete.
You're diced.
Yeah, you have to be. If you're not ready for a show 2 weeks to the show, you you didn't do something
Yeah,
right.
exactly. Then you're just wasting everyone's time.
Yeah, so your time carbs are you're depleting, so your carbs are really low. Protein equal high, fats low as well. So that now when you peak, when you start your carb loading, now
Then you absorb everything
yeah,
because you.
glycogen.
Okay.
in the
Maybe I
muscle.
can describe it to Kim. Kim, imagine you're a sponge, right? And you're so dried up. Now they need a full look on the day of competition. So they're so dry, they dry themselves out, they don't have water, the muscles are just aching to receive the sugar. And so in that peak week, there is a place where they carb load, where then it stretches out, and then it's like putting water on a dry sponge, inakuwa thick. That's how they look.
Yeah.
That's what gives them that muscular look.
Okay.
Yeah, anyway. When we compete, Mr. Kakamega, kuna chuti ameshinda hii competition. Anyway, 2 years to prep. So bro, what are the carb levels like 2 weeks before? Is it sub 200 grams?
Low, like 100.
Really? Very
Yeah.
low. 100, eh?
Low.
Now protein
Protein is high, like 200.
and fat, bado 50.
Fat still, yeah.
Any, how are you with that week? Are you like without food? Are you feeling weak? Are you feeling moody?
That week is now when your mental toughness has to kick in, bro. You have to be really tough mentally to fight hizo vitu. Otherwise, that's how you hear people complain hizo week, they're moody, because now your energy levels are low. Your activity levels are still high. Still need to train as intense.
That doesn't change, but you
Doesn't change.
You're feeling much weaker.
Yeah, you're weaker, things like that. But still, lazima tujikaze.
So then what do you find helps you during that?
During
Like,
that time, eyes on the prize, man.
Completely
If you're doing it to win,
yeah,
then
you
keeps
just
you
got that
going.
focus. And I'm assuming like when you look at yourself get cut up to that shape,
Yeah, also.
and you're training yani bila shirt and you like the abs are popping, it must just motivate you yani to go to a different level. You're like, okay, sawa.
That too, yeah.
You know.
Because your time, your body
Tengeneza mwili.
responds.
Yes.
Na change kila siku, you can see your body change every day.
That's dope.
Yeah.
And so what's your weight around competition time, man?
84, 83, around there.
Now maybe on the last one on nutrition. So during peak week, when you're having the carb load, now how many grams of carbs are you having, and like what type of carbs? Are you having like chocolates?
No.
When did neighbors unanunua hizo donuts?
No. Same carbs you used to eat, just in
Much more volume.
bigger quantity. Yeah.
And you know, on the day of competition, I've seen some videos of bodybuilders eating like donuts and honey on the day of the competition.
Yeah.
Is that something you do?
Honey, yes. Honey, rice cakes. It's kama hizo, yeah.
Why are you eating this? Ulikula? You tell me about this, bro. Ashwagandha.
I haven't tried this yet.
What does it do?
I was checking what is it.
Okay.
It's become popular.
It's become quite popular.
Yeah.
So, you see, Gasha brought different kind of things to put on the table. This as we're going this way, we're doing Red Bull and ashwagandha.
It's your wellness.
Wellness.
Live in wellness. Health first.
So, do you have those kind of sugars then at that time?
Yeah, but mostly from rice cakes. Why people do that is because, you know, the sugars are absorbed quick.
Quick, yeah, because you're dried up at that time.
Yeah, so your time, okay, pump.
Yeah.
You can get a good pump.
Okay.
That's it.
And supplements, what are you taking now during prep?
My essential supplements are mostly which come on magnesium.
Magnesium, zinc.
Yeah, probiotics. Si supplements za kawaida.
Probiotics.
Bodybuilder wa kawaida tu to me. Anafikiria creatine, aminos, things like that. But I pay more attention to such. Vitu kama hizo, yeah.
So probiotics,
multivitamins.
what does that do for you? Does it help in digestion?
Yeah, digestion.
Gut health.
Gut health.
Does it make a difference?
I think it does.
For you?
I don't even think it does. For me, it does.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So then you've got your ways. You do creatine?
Mostly off season.
Off season.
Yeah.
5 grams.
5 grams.
Okay. And then multivitamins. Magnesium, zinc.
magnesium, zinc, vitu kama hizo.
Anything else that you found has made a difference for you?
No, I'm not that big of a supplement, because when I started training,
I was going to ask you, do you think supplements are important? Like, can you survive without
you
supplements?
can 100%. Yeah. When I started training, I trained for the first 2-3 years without ever touching. Your time si tulikuwa nadhani supplements sasa ndo steroids.
Yes.
Bro,
I
yeah.
remember people, yani, you walk into those shops, people are like, these things are steroids, yeah.
Gym tulikuwa tuna train, they used to sell BCAAs. Mziwa tatu 100 bob. So me and my best friend, we used to train there. Ilikuwa ukibai unaenda unajificha huko, utaki mtu akuone mkimeza.
Undercover, eh?
Yeah. So supplements, I kicked off my my training without thinking I need supplements for this.
Okay, so that's actually interesting to know. That's important for people to know. Because yani people spend money.
A lot.
Bro, nilienda the other day to some random pharmacy. There was this brand they put up. Inaitwa Diesel. Diesel from New Zealand.
Diesel. Oh.
You know how much they're selling it for? 28,000.
What?
Yes. And it's not even, I think this is the 2LB one. I was like, boss.
What does it have?
How they're like the toy world of the supplement store. Just selling expensive.
These are grass fed. Nowadays there's a lot of 1 or 2 times more.
You know, to be honest, it doesn't matter if you're if you're not training on time. I think the problem with a lot of folks is instead of doing the thing, they talk about doing the thing.
Yeah.
You know, so, okay, we need to go to the gym. So let's get the right shoes, the right gym gear. Let's get the membership. Let's get the supplements. Let's get the Fitbit. Let's hire a coach. But they've not gone to the gym and actually done the thing.
Yeah.
This is all bullshit at the end of the day. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're not putting in the effort, right?
That's the thing about fitness.
So I want to talk about your competitions now. Sasa nimeona jamaa anaenda Barbados. Talk to me about Barbados. How was that?
Barbados was big. I wasn't supposed to do that show.
Was it your first international competition?
No.
Really? Before that, South Africa?
2019, I did Dubai Master Show. I finished second. Then I've done essay and a classic. That's where I won my pro card.
It's essay. That's where you got the IFBB PRO card.
Yeah.
Okay. That's dope. I
Didn't
know that, man.
Yeah, 1 of 1. East and Central Africa.
Yeah, I don't think there's anyone with the IFBB Pro.
No. In Kenya, we're actually 3. There's the amazing Evelyn.
I think, yeah, I've seen her. Yeah.
Wellness. Then there's, I think, Karen Muldipo. And then now me for men's physique. It's IFBB Elite Pro. It's still IFBB Pro League. Yeah. Yes. Let me say it because most people don't get it. See the way kwa futa kuna UEFA.
Premier League and UEFA.
It's an UEFA. So see there's UEFA and then there's UEFA Europa League.
Yes.
Yeah. So now me nacheza UEFA Europa League.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's why in a Gemini I can make my way to the top of this league still as a natural athlete.
And do they test in those shows? They don't. Okay.
No. Not competing out on gear, literally. Although I've been doing that ever since. That happened locally. Guys have been choosing since way back.
And then you even do better than them. So tell me about Barbados. How was that experience? Because that's the recent one you did, right?
Yeah. That's
how
the
was
last
that
show I did. The show was huge.
Bro, Kwanzaa, before that, how long was the commute?
Bro, like 21 hours, bro.
Okay, from here, ulienda Dubai? Alafu connecting flight, ama?
Nilienda London.
Okay.
And London, then Barbados.
How long was that London to Barbados?
Like 9-10 hours.
You must have been exhausted.
It was like I say, it eyes on the prize. Your time, yani sikuwa I feel. Yeah, because I was excited to go and compete. That show was dope. I think I was in my best shape ever. Still, I got over it, but that show, nilifeel. Ilinivunja. It was a lesson. Because I went into that show really confident. I was so sure of placing. I did kila kitu right bro, crossed all the T's, dotted
all
all
the
of
I's.
kila kitu ilikuwa on point leading up to the show. Because I remember at a backstage where tunapakwa tan, I could see the reaction from those guys, and they were telling me how watu wako tan, like we thought we saw physics, but you was bro, yani
They were telling you, huh?
yeah. So yani nikicompete I was on. That's why I'm telling you, I feel the biggest mistake I made ni hiyo aggression.
You didn't have the aggression. So when you look at the other competitors' physiques, did you feel you were better than them?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I was better than them.
So do you think it was just stage presence?
Stage presence, then ni tu show ya Caribbean man. Hiyo show ilikuwa tena na siasa mob, and then the cash prize was huge bro.
What was the cash prize?
For the show it was 100,000 USD.
Fuck, seriously?
Men's physique was 8,000 number one. 8,000. Hakuna show inalipa hivyo, not even the main league, not even New York Pro or ilikuwa domob. So I also feel like mbona usa Kenya tu fulani.
Maybe there was something.
It's your first time here. We don't know if you'll be back. And then the guys who've been doing that show, isn't any excuses.
Yeah. No, but
yeah.
No, I understand that. You see, the thing is, I personally, when I saw the photos, and I remember you were telling me to go, and you were telling me you were going. That time we were at Ultra. I was like, let me do more research on the show. And then saw the prep and saw the athletes and saw the photos and saw you standing next to the other guys. I personally felt you were in top 3. There was another guy I saw. Actually, I think you posted a picture right next to him. He was decent as well. I'm assuming that's placement they put you together.
Yeah, I think.
But I genuinely feel that you should have placed. You know,
yeah, I feel so. I feel the same way.
Okay.
But all in all, it is a good experience. Took the lessons from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's Barbados as a place? Is it good?
Yeah, it's a good place. It's a tourist destination.
So it's like Hawaii beach type thing.
Yeah.
Kuna mamas.
My beach.
Yeah.
My beach. Beach. Beaches. As in beach.
But nice.
The beach.
Both.
Yeah, everything is nice, man. Yeah. It was nice. The food, culture.
Ulienda solo, by the way.
Vitu mob nilienda, bro. Yo do ningeenda na nani. It was huge, man. Thanks, Coffee. Ama ya iko CoffeePump podcast.
No, this was CoffeePump podcast.
Milini sponsor, man.
No, I mean, because we believe in you, bro. We believe in you. So, I mean, it's good that you had that international. I think it just adds more mileage to your vehicle, which is you have more experience doing this. So what's the next competition? Are you doing anything locally? Are you doing anything internationally?
Internationally.
Where are you planning on going?
Also, you know, that the Barbados show was I can say that was my first actually that was my first pro show. So also, in as much as expectations zangu zilikuwa high, nimetulia tu kiasi. It takes time.
So you're going to do another
I know
pro
how
show.
it goes. Yeah.
So
now I'm 5 weeks out from Night of Champions.
Where is that?
It's in London. It's also another huge, very competitive show.
Okay.
Yeah, in 5 weeks. But before that, there's a show I'm doing.
Let me guess. Is it somewhere in Surrey Center?
What do you think?
I think so, yes. Hey, okay. So is this your official announcement on the CoffeePump podcast that PippenJay is competing?
Get your tickets.
Okay, so but see, now I have to be there.
Yeah.
So okay, so then, and what's it? Actually, that's good that you're competing, bro. And you're gonna do physique, yeah?
Yeah, that's my category. I can't switch.
Okay, so and how far are the shows in between?
2 weeks. 2 weeks. I've never done shows that close, so I want to experiment.
Are you doing anything differently for prep between the Barbados shows and these shows? Are you doing anything different, training, nutrition?
Not really. Like I told you, that Barbados show, bro, it was 100%. But I feel like these 2 shows I'm going to do, bro, I'm locked in. Man.
Okay.
Like kabisa.
So then, you know, I guess a lot of bodybuilders that I follow do they do a heavy 2-3 years of competition, then they take a year off season just to build. Are you going to do that?
Probably. Though I'd say, as a natural athlete,
It's difficult.
I don't focus that much on off season on trying to put on so much size. That's why I stay lean most of the time. Not like shredded, but lean. I never go past 10 kgs heavier than my stage weight.
That's hard.
Because and it's also hard to gauge. Because if you do this off season thing, you see people see most of these pro bodybuilders do that.
Yeah.
Those guys are not natural. You can do that if you're on gear, and it can work for you because you still put on a decent amount of muscle mass.
Yeah.
Try it as a natural athlete, and you do it the wrong way.
Close to impossible.
Yeah, you gain so much fat. Then now you have to work harder to cut now during your contest prep.
So then, so those will be the two competitions for the year. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you look at yourself, just like from a subjective person, would you say you have any weak parts that you would want to correct?
A lot.
Really?
Bodybuilding is just
What-
bodybuilding
what-
is crazy.
what
You
do you-
got any body dysmorphia?
Maybe it's that. Yeah. What do you think? What do you think you're lagging in?
Not lagging per se, but things I'd like to bring up more.
Yeah.
Calves.
Calves, everyone. Bro, calves is it's a global problem.
Calves, upper chest, I think.
Yeah, that's okay.
I think those two, and my rear delts, just the upper back thickness.
So actually, those are
Easy to.
So then, what are you doing to improve the rear delts? Are you doubling down volume on them? Same
Training
with calves?
frequency more. I'm training them, more times a week.
Okay, and does that help? Like the thing is, people recommend doing weird exercises, different exercises. Is it more about is it just more about consistency of training them, or more about hitting them from different angles with different stimulus, or it's a combination of both consistency and new training?
Hivyo venye nimesema.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just the consistent, the muscle growth,
Yeah.
the factors that matter in muscle growth need to same. Doesn't matter which exercises you do.
Yeah.
As long as it's kuna mechanical tension, lift heavy, kuna metabolic stress, pump,
Yeah.
hiyo vitu kama hizo tu. It's the same things, muscle damage. Bora unaweza cheza na hizo vitu vizuri on specific exercises.
Yeah.
You'll definitely build the muscle.
So if someone were to ask you one exercise they could do to improve their calves, what would you tell them to do?
Calf raises. Again, I don't think that there are specific exercises to like build. Of course, if you want biceps, you'll have to do bicep curls.
Yeah.
But again, hizo fundamentals of muscle growth, same. Just find an exercise where you can get the most stimulus.
Okay.
That
whatever works for you again.
na ikufatigue sana. Hiyo stimulus to fatigue ratio. Usikue tena kitu inakuchokesha sana.
So let's look at Kim, yeah? Kim was asking me for a bodybuilding split. Like, Kim, you don't train at all, right? But he does
wide shoulders.
He does tricking. You know what tricking is?
No?
Have you ever played Tekken? You remember that Eddie guy who spins around?
Yeah.
That's tricking. So he does that.
Oh.
Jama can do my flips over here, back flips and that. So he does that.
He's fit.
So what would you recommend for him to start?
Training wise.
Because he wants to get into bodybuilding. And he's a complete beginner.
In terms of training too.
Yeah.
Cause identify if you want competitively ama to bodybuilding.
Bodybuilding tu anataka abs.
Train too intense. Cause consistency is everything.
And so should he do single body parts every day ama push-pull legs?
Beginner, I'd advise single body parts before you transition to push-pull legs.
Yeah.
I was doing a single body parts. Monday I'm hitting chest,
Yeah.
maybe biceps, triceps.
Yeah.
Tuesday, eve.
Just so he gets used to the range of motion.
Yeah.
I think the main thing is just start, bro. Unajua the thing is
Just
most
that.
like when I started, and I'm assuming when Jay started, eventually you just have to do the thing. Because what ends up, even we didn't have YouTube at that time,
No.
Beleni. Like how to do the correct form of bench press. You can see it on a YouTube video, but until you try it and you understand the mechanics of your shoulders, how your elbows move, you won't be able to do it. Ni kuchukua matako na kuingia gym tu. Sawa?
Do it.
1, 2, 3 method. That's the way you go and do it. Yeah. Sasa, Jay, I have one question for you. If I were to tell you to pick one exercise per body part for the rest of your life, what would they be? What I mean by that is one exercise for chest, one exercise for back, delts, shoulders, calves. Let's start with maybe shoulders.
Shoulders that do lateral raises. That.
So
Then
that would hit basically front and
mostly side.
Side, but then you can actually alter. You can also alter the
Like
the number to hit
the
front,
angles.
and then basically to hit right. Okay, that's a good one.
That's one. Then for my back, of course, pull-ups.
Pull-ups peke yake.
Pull-ups peke.
Really? Eh?
Yeah.
Okay, I've seen. He's got a V back, so we can't question that.
Pull-ups, chest. I wouldn't bench press. Dips. I'll go with dips. Dips or push-up. Dips.
No dumbbell press, no nothing. Dips.
No, just dips.
Weighted dips, because you
I
weighted
can weight. I can weight it.
Okay. Biceps.
Biceps, I would go with incline dumbbell curls. The bench.
On the bench. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Triceps,
I would go with dumbbell tricep extension. On the floor, actually.
On the
lying
floor,
on the floor, yeah.
Yeah, because actually you can do tricep extension, then you can do like a press as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Calves.
Curves.
Before we get to legs, calves.
Curves. Calf presses on the leg press. I think I would do that.
And then legs. What would you do?
Walking lunges.
Over squats.
Over squats any day.
Really?
Yeah.
Walking lunges are hard.
Walking lunges, I think.
Okay. Maybe
RDLs.
Yeah, RDLs are actually pretty good. Okay, interesting. The other thing is, I personally find Bulgarian split squats.
Oh yeah,
bro, that thing is hard.
That's tough, man.
It's so tough, but it's so effective, right?
Very effective.
Have you had any injuries, by the way, when it comes to training?
Lucky enough, no. From the gym, no. I picked an injury once playing basketball.
What was
my
it?
knee.
Yes, you mentioned.
Yeah, just that.
How did you fix that then?
Maombi. EOP, but a lot of stretching. I actually think I worked on my knee solo because I never went to see a doctor or anything. I did a lot of stretching. I've been doing a lot. Yeah. I think the past 2-3 years, one thing that I've changed I've incorporated in my training is a lot of stretching.
You do a lot of stretching?
A lot, bro.
Do you do before or after?
Before training is a must. After, a must.
How long do you spend?
Generally. Before training, maybe like 10 minutes, up to 10 minutes. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You consider it very important?
Very important. Even at home, I can stretch for like 30 minutes, 40 minutes.
Okay, and does it make you more? I'm assuming it makes you more flexible.
I've seen big progress, more flexible. Yeah,
interesting.
I think also helps with my recovery.
Some people don't stretch.
People don't stretch. No.
Okay, no. So now I want to talk about the bodybuilding scene in Kenya. Clearly, there are a lot of personalities that have popped up, but as someone looking up to you, someone watching this and saying, you know what, I want to be like Jay, I want to pursue a career in bodybuilding. Is there money to be made? The first question.
No. Straight up, no. Okay, right now, but ukiingia na hiyo mindset ya do, you'll be disappointed because bodybuilding does not pay. Not from the shows.
Like if you win a competition here, what do you win?
Well, right now it's getting better because I think most of the organizers they're doing a good job. Back in the days, the shows were good in terms of athlete quality, competitiveness, kila kitu ilikuwa sawa. But now the payout, kuna shinda Mr. Kenya unapewa like 25,000 or 30,000. Yeah. So there's a show coming up. I think the cash prize is like 3.7 M.
Really?
Yeah. To be divided
amongst everyone. So it's improving, right?
It's improving. It's
but
taking
what you're trying to say is you can't just rely on bodybuilding ventures.
Oh no, you cannot.
Sponsors, this,
you cannot.
that.
And bodybuilding is an expensive sport, bro. It's an expensive sport.
It is.
Sana, bro. Sana. Mimi nimesota juu ya bodybuilding. You spend a lot. It's a huge investment.
Yeah, because I can think about just supplements as well.
Meals too.
Meals, yeah.
The food
meals,
stress.
food.
You're eating 5
pulling protein
meals.
Yeah. You invest. I mean, if there's something you're going to invest in, you invest in yourself.
Yeah.
But
bodybuilding does a good job at that.
So then what would you recommend someone who wants to pursue this? They should have something at the back end. Like for you, personal training.
Yeah.
Do you find that that's maybe career-wise, is that what you want to continue doing? Or do you want to, what are some business ventures that you're looking into going, if there's anything, or career ventures?
Personal training, yeah, definitely, because I love to help people understand this and adopt this fit and healthy lifestyle. So I'm definitely going to do that for longer. Business-wise, yeah, also. I have my brand, Beyond Physique, that I'm running, putting out merchandise, which yeah.
That's pretty good though.
Yeah.
So is it gym merchandise?
Yeah.
Clothing,
yeah.
Okay. So you're doing like gym wear basically, right?
Gym wear, athleisure, something like that.
That's nice. And how's the market for that, by the way?
The market is good if you tap into it the right way.
Yeah. And okay, so reflecting back on the competition and the bodybuilding scene in Kenya, is there anything you would change about it?
Anything I've changed?
You would want to change if you had the power from the gods?
I definitely need power from the gods to change.
What would you change?
Because the scene is, I think, better organization in terms of federation. Just to have a body that moves really well. Yeah, because traveling outside and seeing all these other athletes from these other nations, that's when you see, okay, especially the Caribbean, bro, bodybuilding is huge.
Really?
Yeah, the way those guys move, it's huge. They take big pride in it. Wanamove kama team. Watu wamevaa kits zao, the country, all that. You get it.
So it's serious, yeah.
It's serious. Even here in Kenya, places like Angola.
I mean, that would be nice, if
in Africa,
if you have like a bodybuilding federation that has kits for all our athletes that go and compete internationally, that'd be really nice, having that kind of representation.
Because right now it's just solo. If you want to do anything, go compete abroad. It's on you.
Yeah, but then I think the thing is, from what I notice, is you just have to be visible to the public, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to. You can like if you look at Gashao, I mean he's gained notoriety. Now whether people say no, we don't agree with what he does or not, he's still getting a lot of attention.
Yeah.
Which means more sales, which means more businesses, right? So you just have to get eyeballs on you.
Yeah.
Because ultimately, yes, the goal is to win competitions, but it's also, I'm assuming, to a certain level of confidence in saying this, is that you want to achieve financial independence. You don't want to be worried about money, right?
That should be among the top, right? Actually, the top.
Yeah.
You're not going to compete for every place.
Yeah, because supplements, even over here, which local brands give sponsorships? I think there's USN.
Yeah.
That's it. And USN has like maybe 1 or 2 guys that they constantly work with. I think Hanif is one of them, right? Beyond that, is there anything else?
No.
Not really, man.
Not really.
I mean, so I agree with that. I think the thing is just as more people get exposed, as more people train, the wider the frame is, the wider the viewing angle is, and more eyes on you guys. And you guys at the end, because you've got such impressive physiques, people will then charter to you.
I think that's the direction it's taking right now. Like I say, the upcoming show, they're really pushing.
The Sarit one, yeah? Yeah, I
think
they're doing a lot of promotion.
The public knows now. The public is getting to know more about it. Like there's bodybuilding and kind of.
Correct. If you were to let me phrase it this way. If you were told you can have a day to spend with any bodybuilder, alive or dead, who would it be?
Myself. No, let me see. Damn, Ronnie Coleman.
Oh, that's nice.
Ronnie Coleman.
Spend the day with him, eh? Ronnie Coleman, eh?
I'll go with Ronnie Coleman. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but the guy's training principles, man. He put himself through so much, like rigorous training, and he's. Have you seen him right now? He's on a wheelchair. Bro.
Yeah, and it's still you still see him at the gym trying to train and all that.
So you tell me then, what are your future plans, bro? What does the next 5 years look for Jay?
The next 5 years, I think I have 5 more years to compete. I'm not planning to compete also for that for too long. So in the next 5 years, I think I'll have made up my mind if I want to switch now to the IFBB main league. And that's where the
story of juicing comes up.
Yeah, that comes in.
That's something you might consider, right?
Yeah. If I want to compete at the Olympia, at the moment I'm not. It's not something I'm interested in.
But you see, how amazing would it be for us to see a Kenyan on the Olympia stage?
I can do it 100%.
I think with what you have, if you do decide to juice up, obviously knowing you'd probably do it in an articulated, measured, and managed approach.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You don't just doonga steroids and then go. You do it in that way, and you do it professionally, right?
If I get a good coach.
So how do you go from here to the Olympia? What's the steps? What are the steps you have to take?
First, I'd have to get now the IFBB Pro, the main league pro card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is the one in London, possibly.
No.
Okay.
That's run under it's a different federation.
Okay.
Now I'd have to compete under NPC first. Do a show there, win my category, my height class first, then win the overall, then get a pro card, then compete now as a pro for the Olympia qualifier, win that, then now I can go to the Olympia. It's a process, bro.
5 years, I think you can do it.
Oh yeah, 3 out of 2.
Is that the goal then?
Right now, I think I have other. Bodybuilding is so demanding, bro. Nikianza kufikiria story ya Olympia, so demanding. I'm thinking, just the way you say it, other things, business ventures. Because bodybuilding steals a lot of your time, bro.
I'm not going to tell
you.
Bro, I'm just telling you this. I think personally, you've got the look. Right? So don't give up on that dream. I highly think it's a possibility, seeing your physique. It's something you can definitely scale up. I am the prize, bro. If you want to do it, we'll back you up, bro. We'll support you. I think you have the potential to go to the Olympia stage. And the fact that you've got this far just on fucking your, just your Makende willpower. You just grab them and gear. If you have to do it, and again, I'm not forcing you to anything, because not everyone understands. Everyone who does physique at that level, the sort of commitment you have to make, both with artificial substances and just family sacrifices. If that's not important to you, fair enough.
Yeah.
Are you a family man? Are you married? Do you have kids?
No, I don't have kids.
Bado. Kuna pressure from family?
Sina pressure. I have nephews.
Yes. So then you're okay being the uncle, yeah?
Yeah.
Jay, I appreciate you coming here, telling me about your training, cycle, your history, how many competitions you've done. It's been a very insightful conversation. Now you have to make sure Maurice comes and talks about this, and then when I saw that comment, then I was like, "Who is this one? Who is this? This is Maurice." But then ultimately, I think we all believe in what you're doing. I think you've got the capability to take this to the next level.
Thank you.
So I appreciate you taking the time to come on the CoffeePump podcast, brother.
Thank you for having me, bro. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks.
I've been a fan of your podcast, mate, for a minute.
I appreciate.
I told you I think I told you about the first episode you did.
Yes, with Lee. Yes.
I think I watched that.
I appreciate it, bro.
So thank you for having me, bro. It's an honor.
Anytime.
I brought you something small.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, I appreciate it, bro. What is this?
Some Beyond Physique merch.
Guys, check that out. Jay, that's your personal. That's your brand, right?
Yeah. That's like
Let's
my
have a look.
business
Let's
brand
have a look at
for
these.
training.
So this is for back in the gym. Wait, don't put Nazar, yeah? This is clean, bro. I've always been a fan of black and yellow. That's really nice, man.
Thank
And
you.
the material is excellent.
Yeah.
Where can people pick this up, bro?
We have our Instagram page, Beyond Physique.
Look at that.
You can just DM and order, or you can reach out to me through
Nice.
my social media.
That is so dope. Again, we'll tag Jay and Beyond Physique in the description so you can find everything there. My brother,
Thank you.
thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah?
It's an honor. Thank you.
Guys, we'll see you on the next episode. This has been Coffee Pump. Catch you on the flip side.
Where's the coffee?
Huh?
Coffee club.
Yeah, by the way, there should be coffee. Kim, where's the coffee machine? There's supposed to be
It's not
Coffee
coffee pump, Papa.